My beloved child, listen to my voice with urgency, for I, the Lord your God, speak directly to you in this very moment. There is no coincidence that you are here. Heaven itself has directed your steps to this message because something sacred, something miraculous, is about to be released over the life of your son. I say to you, tomorrow morning, the dawn will not rise in vain, for my hand will stretch forth, and everything will change in an instant. What you thought was lost will be restored. What the enemy tried to bury will rise again. The adversary has tried to cover your son's destiny with shadows, to silence his future, and to place chains upon his path. But I, the Eternal One, am breaking those chains tonight. As it is written in Isaiah 43:19, "See, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up. Do you not perceive it? I am making a way in the wilderness and streams in the wasteland. My word cannot fail. My promise cannot be delayed any longer. Understand this, my child. When I decree a miracle, no demon in hell can stand against it. You have prayed, you have cried, you have lifted your hands in desperation, asking me to intervene, and I have heard every whisper of your heart. I have counted every tear that has fallen from your eyes. Tonight, the heavens prepare for the breakthrough that will manifest at sunrise. Do not allow doubt to steal this moment. Do not allow fear to blind you to what I am unveiling. For I am sending my angels to guard your son, to restore what was broken, to lift him from the pit, and to crown him with new favor. This is not a coincidence. This is destiny. Hear me clearly. If you receive this word, doors that were locked will swing open. Healing that was delayed will suddenly manifest. Blessings that were held back will flow like rivers. But if you ignore this word, you will regret it forever. For my spirit comes only when the heart is willing to believe. So remain, my beloved, and listen carefully, for each word you hear now carries the fire of heaven. You are standing at the edge of a miracle, and by tomorrow morning, the story of your son will no longer be the same. The enemy is defeated, and my glory will shine upon your house. Prepare, for your son's miracle is already in motion. My child, hear this urgent revelation. I have marked your son with a divine purpose. From the moment he was formed in the secret place of the womb, I placed upon him a seal, a calling that no power of darkness can erase. The enemy saw the light within him and trembled. From his first breath, forces of opposition rose up to suffocate his destiny, to delay his steps, to twist his path. But tonight, I speak to you so that you may know. His destiny is not in the hands of men, nor in the hands of the enemy. It is in my hands. The enemy has whispered lies to you, saying, "Your son will never rise. He will never walk in strength. His future is sealed in defeat." But I, the Lord, rebuke that lie. I speak life, not death. I speak victory, not defeat. And I say to you, his tomorrow is already written in heaven's book, and it is a story of triumph. I reveal to you that angels have already been dispatched. As you read these words, they move silently through the night, preparing the atmosphere, pushing back every shadow, breaking every snare that was laid before his feet. You cannot see them with your natural eyes, but in the Spirit, they surround your son like a wall of fire. Do not be deceived by what you see today. Perhaps his life appears stagnant, his path blocked, or his heart heavy with burdens. But this is only the surface. Beneath the surface, my hand is at work. I am rearranging the unseen. I am aligning circumstances. I am turning hearts. By tomorrow morning, you will witness the first sign, a shift, a word, a breakthrough that will confirm that this is not imagination, but divine reality. My revelation to you is urgent because the time is short. This is a moment where heaven touches earth. If you believe, you will see it. Did I not promise in John 11:40? Did I not tell you that if you believe, you will see the glory of God? So believe, my child. Hold on to this word, for as surely as the sun rises, my promise will not fail. Your son is mine. His future is mine. His calling is mine. And tonight, I release this urgent word so that you may stand in faith, because what happens in the next hours will be the turning point of his entire life. Prepare yourself, for you are about to see with your own eyes the miracle that I have ordained for your son. I, my beloved, understand this truth. From the very moment your son drew his first breath, the enemy saw the light that I placed within him. He saw the spark of destiny, the calling that I inscribed upon his life, and he became restless. The kingdom of darkness has always feared children marked by my hand, for within them lies the potential to break chains, to heal wounds, to restore generations. Your son is one of those chosen vessels. That is why the enemy has fought him with such intensity. Think back, my child, to the battles your son has faced. Struggles that seemed too heavy for his age, challenges that appeared unfair, unexpected storms that came against him when he was most vulnerable. Do you believe those were coincidences? No, they were not. The enemy has been waging war against his future, attempting to plant seeds of failure, confusion, and despair in the soil of his life. But I, the Lord, have seen every battle. I have watched the tears that were hidden from the world. I have heard the silent cries of your heart as you prayed for his safety, his healing, his breakthrough. You thought I was silent, but I was preparing. I was sharpening the sword of my word, sending angels to stand guard, and positioning miracles in the unseen realm to intercept the plans of the enemy. Remember the words of John 20:10. The thief comes only to steal and kill and destroy. I have come that they may have life and have it to the full. The enemy tried to steal your son's joy, to kill his dreams, to destroy his future. But he has failed, for I am stepping in now. I am the God who restores. I am the Father who defends. I am the deliverer who lifts from the pit. Do not mistake the delay for denial. Some of you have wondered, Lord, why has this taken so long? Why has my son suffered so much? Hear my voice. Every moment of waiting has been preparation. Every battle has been shaping him. Every trial has been forging resilience, building a testimony that will one day shake the lives of many. The enemy attacked early because he feared what is to come. He fought the seed before it could grow into the tree. But tonight, I declare, that seed will not be destroyed. My word over your son will flourish. His future will rise like the dawn. The chains that bound him are breaking even now. The snares that trapped him are dissolving by my fire. What the enemy intended for evil, I will turn for good. There were moments the enemy tried to whisper into his mind, "You are worthless. You have no purpose. Give up." But my spirit spoke louder. "You are mine. You are chosen. You are destined for greatness." I declare to you now, your son's story is not tragedy. It is testimony. It will not end in shame. It will end in glory. And tomorrow morning, you will see the evidence. Something small yet undeniable will shift. A message, a sign, a word spoken unexpectedly, or an opportunity that suddenly opens. Do not dismiss it as ordinary, for it will be the mark of heaven saying, "I have begun the miracle." This is why I say to you, do not give up. Do not stop praying. Do not stop believing. The enemy has tried, but he has failed. His time is over. My time has come. Write this truth upon your heart. Your son's future belongs to me. And no darkness, no curse, no jealousy, no chain of the past has the power to steal what I have ordained. As I spoke through Jeremiah 29:11, "For I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." Those plans stand firm, and nothing can erase them. Now I ask you, my child, if you believe this word, if you receive this revelation for your son, declare it with your mouth. Write it as a testimony of faith. Let the world and the enemy see your trust. In the comments, type these words, "My son's future belongs to God." By declaring it, you are sealing this word in the heavens, aligning your faith with my promise, and opening the gates for tomorrow's miracle. The broken promise will be restored. My beloved child, hear my voice with reverence and awe. I am the God of promises, and I do not lie. I am the one who spoke, and the heavens came into existence. I am the one who declared, and it was so. My promises are not like the words of men, who change with time and circumstance. My word stands eternal, unshaken, immovable, and unbreakable. And yet, the enemy has tried to convince you that what I promised concerning your son will never come to pass. He has whispered in your ear, look at the delays, look at the disappointments, look at the broken moments. If God was truly with you, these things would not have happened. But hear me clearly. The delays were not denials, the disappointments were not endings, and the broken moments were not the end of the story. They were part of the refining fire, the preparation for a greater restoration. Yes, there were promises that seemed broken. There were doors that shut unexpectedly, opportunities lost, and seasons of deep frustration. There were times when you prayed for your son and saw no immediate change, times when you asked for healing or direction, but received silence. Those moments made you wonder if I had forgotten you. But I tell you now, I never forgot. I was watching, I was holding, I was preparing. Do you not remember my word in Numbers 23:19? God is not human, that he should lie, not a human being, that he should change his mind. Does he speak and then not act? Does he promise and not fulfill? My beloved, every promise I gave concerning your son will be fulfilled. The years the enemy stole, the opportunities he tried to bury, the blessings he attempted to block, I will restore them all. Your son's destiny has always been in my hands. Even when it seemed like the promise was shattered, I was gathering the broken pieces, shaping them into something more beautiful, more powerful, more miraculous than you could have imagined. The broken promise was not the end, it was the beginning of restoration. Think of Joseph, betrayed by his brothers, sold into slavery, forgotten in prison. It appeared that every promise I gave him was broken, but in my perfect timing, I elevated him to a position of authority, and the very ones who betrayed him came seeking his help. What seemed broken was never destroyed. It was preserved, waiting for the appointed time. The same will be true for your son. The enemy thought he succeeded when he delayed the fulfillment of my word. But I tell you this, the time of restoration has arrived. The promise that seemed lost will rise again, stronger and brighter. What was stolen will be repaid. What was closed will be opened. What was denied will be granted. I will restore his health. I will restore his joy. I will restore his opportunities. I will restore his relationships. And above all, I will restore his destiny, for nothing and no one can cancel what I have decreed. And tomorrow morning, you will begin to see the first signs of restoration. It may come as a message, a reconciliation, a new opportunity, a breakthrough of peace in his heart, or a sudden shift in his circumstances. Do not overlook it. Do not call it coincidence. Recognize it as my hand moving, the beginning of the fulfillment of the promise. My beloved, this word is not just for your ears, it is for your spirit. Receive it, believe it, and declare it aloud. Seal it with your faith, for faith is the bridge between my word and your reality. As I said in Habakkuk 2:3, for the vision awaits an appointed time. It speaks of the end and will not prove false. Though it lingers, wait for it. It will certainly come and will not delay. The appointed time has arrived. Now I ask you to respond in faith. Do not let this word pass by without action. Write in the comments right now, God's promises for my son will be restored. Declare it so that the enemy will know you stand in agreement with heaven. Let your declaration echo in the spiritual realm. And if this message has touched your heart, if you truly believe that your son's miracle is on its way, show your faith and gratitude. Support this word by pressing the super thanks and sowing into what I am doing. When you give, you are not just supporting this message, you are planting a seed of faith into your son's future. As it is written in Luke 6:38, give, and it will be given to you. A good measure, pressed down, shaken together and running over, will be poured into your lap. Your act of faith, your declaration, and your gratitude will open doors that no man can shut. The broken promises are being restored, and soon you will testify of the miracle that came overnight. The morning angel is coming. My beloved child, listen carefully, for what I am about to reveal to you carries weight in the heavens. I have not sent you here by chance. I drew you here because you needed to hear this truth. I am sending my angel in the morning. The dawn will not rise as it did yesterday, for the coming sunrise carries a visitation from above. Even now, as the night surrounds you, the hosts of heaven are preparing for their mission. My word declares in Psalm 91:11, "For he will command his angels concerning you to guard you in all your ways." I have already commanded an angel, a messenger of my glory, to move on behalf of your son. This angel carries with him a key. This is no ordinary key. It is the key of release, the key of restoration, the key of breakthrough. For your son has been in a place where doors seemed locked, opportunities seemed withheld, and progress seemed delayed. But when this angel arrives, the doors will open. When this angel speaks, chains will fall. When this angel touches the path ahead, obstacles will vanish. Do you recall the morning when the stone was rolled away from the tomb of my son Jesus? The world thought it was the end, but it was the beginning of eternal victory. And how was it done? By the hands of an angel at dawn. That same power of resurrection, that same heavenly visitation, will meet your household as the morning comes. The enemy has tried to own the night, filling it with fear, with worry, with restless thoughts. But the morning belongs to me. For as it is written in Lamentations 3:23, "Great is his faithfulness. His mercies begin afresh each morning. And with tomorrow's mercy comes tomorrow's miracle." Hear me. The angel I am sending will not arrive empty-handed. He carries provision for your son. He carries protection against the unseen snares. He carries the announcement of destiny. Where men have said, "There is no way," the angel will declare, "Here is the way." Where the world said, "He is finished," the angel will proclaim, "He is rising." You may not see him with your natural eyes, but you will feel the evidence. You will recognize it in the shift of your son's atmosphere. A burden will lift, a peace will descend, a sudden opportunity will appear, a word of encouragement will be spoken at just the right moment. These will be the footprints of the angel who came at dawn. My beloved, prepare your heart tonight. For tomorrow morning, you will not wake to ordinary light. You will wake to a sign that I have remembered your prayers, I have heard your cries, and I have dispatched heavenly help on behalf of your son. Do not doubt this. Remember the story of Daniel. He prayed for 21 days, and the angel was sent with the answer from the first day. Opposition delayed him, but the decree from heaven prevailed. So, it will be for your son. The answer has been released, and nothing in the heavens or on earth can block it any longer. The angel of the morning carries the fragrance of victory. He carries the sound of restoration. He carries the light of breakthrough. And I tell you this, when he steps into your son's story, everything will begin to align. Chains of addiction will weaken. Walls of resistance will fall. Burdens of despair will break. And doors of blessing will swing wide open. Do not fear the night, for joy comes in the morning. The morning angel is coming. Now I ask you, my beloved child, to make your declaration of faith. Let it be written not only in your heart, but also spoken aloud, written where it can be seen. Write in the comments these words, "The morning angel is coming for my son." When you declare this, you align your faith with the heavens. You agree with my decree. You position yourself to receive. And as you write it, lift your heart in gratitude. For what I have promised, I will fulfill. And if this word has touched you, if you believe that my angel is coming at dawn, seal it with an act of faith. Show your gratitude by supporting this word, for gratitude opens the floodgates of blessing. Declare it. Believe it. Act upon it. For your son's miracle is not distant. It is arriving with the angel of the morning. My beloved child, listen closely, for I am about to reveal a mystery that few understand. I am the God who works not only in the light of day, but also in the silence of the night. While the world sleeps, while men are unaware, I move in ways unseen, shaping destinies, rearranging paths, and preparing miracles that no eye has yet perceived. Do you not know that I parted the Red Sea in the night? Do you not remember that I spoke to Samuel as a boy while he lay in the stillness of his bed? Do you not see that I visited Joseph in dream, revealing the future while his eyes were closed? I tell you, my child, I am the same God yesterday, today, and forever. And tonight, while you wonder, while you wait, while you pray, I am working in the silence for the sake of your son. The enemy thrives in the night. He seeks to bring fear, sleeplessness, torment, and despair. He whispers lies in the darkness, telling you that nothing will change, that the morning will only bring more sorrow. But hear me, I am greater than the darkness. The night does not belong to the enemy. It belongs to me. For I am the creator of both night and day, and I move powerfully in the hours when men think nothing is happening. I am sending a silent miracle into your home tonight. You may not see it with your eyes. You may not hear it with your ears, but your spirit will sense it. You will wake tomorrow morning, and you will know deep within that something has shifted. That weight on your heart will lift. That anxiety you carried will dissolve. That hopelessness will lose its grip. Your son is under my watchful eye even as he sleeps. My angels surround him, guarding his mind, his body, and his soul. Where the enemy tried to sow seeds of confusion, I am sowing seeds of peace. Where he tried to plant despair, I am planting hope. Where he tried to whisper defeat, I am speaking victory. As you rest tonight, I will visit the places that you cannot. I will go before your son into his tomorrow. I will prepare the hearts of those he will meet. I will shift the circumstances he will face. I will silence the tongues that spoke against him. I will remove obstacles that were hidden from your sight. I will create opportunities that no man could ever fabricate. It is written in Psalm 121:4, "Indeed, he who watches over Israel will neither slumber nor sleep." My child, while you sleep, I do not. While you close your eyes in weariness, I remain awake, orchestrating every detail for your good. And this night, I am preparing the miracle that will manifest for your son at the dawn. Some of you will sense it in your dreams tonight. I will show you glimpses, visions, and confirmation. Some of you will wake in the middle of the night with an unexplainable peace, because your spirit will already know that the miracle has been set in motion. Some of you will notice a sudden clarity of mind, a release from the heaviness that has burdened you for so long. This is not chance. It is my silent miracle unfolding. When you rise in the morning, do not dismiss what I have done. Watch carefully, for I will give you a sign. It may be small, but it will carry the fragrance of heaven. Perhaps it will be a message from your son, a call, a word, an unexpected change in his behavior, or a sudden opportunity opening for him. Do not overlook it, for it will be my fingerprint, my signature upon your day. Your tears have watered the ground. Your prayers have reached my throne. And now the harvest begins silently tonight. As it is written in Psalm 30:5, "Weeping may stay for the night, but rejoicing comes in the morning. Your night has been long, but your morning is near. So trust me in this silence. Do not fear the stillness. It is not empty. It is filled with my power. Even now, the miracle is being written in your son's story. Now I call you, my beloved, to take a step of faith. Do not remain silent when I am speaking to you. Declare your trust and let it echo not only in your heart, but also for others to see. Write in the comments these words of faith. I believe God is working in the silence for my son. Let this be your testimony tonight. And as you do, rest in peace, knowing that while you sleep, Heaven does not. The silent miracle is on its way, and by tomorrow morning, you will witness that I, the Lord your God, am faithful to fulfill what I have promised. My beloved child, hear my voice. I am the God who opens doors that no man can shut, and I am the God who shuts doors that no man can open. The enemy has tried to close doors before your son, doors of opportunity, doors of healing, doors of restoration, doors of destiny. He has tried to lock pathways with chains of resistance, to seal gates with fear and impossibility. But tonight, I decree from my throne, those closed doors will open by my power. For too long, you have stood before doors that refused to move. You prayed, you pushed, you waited, and yet the door remained sealed. You began to wonder if I had forgotten you. You began to question if perhaps the promise was not meant for your son. But listen carefully. Those doors were not locked because I had abandoned you. They were locked because the time was not yet right. And now, I declare to you, the appointed time has arrived. It is written in Revelation 3:7, "What he opens, no one can shut, and what he shuts, no one can open." My beloved, I am the one who holds the keys of David. I am the one who commands the hinges of eternity. And tonight, I place the key into the lock of your son's life, and I turn it. The sound of chains falling, the sound of bolts loosening, the sound of barriers breaking. It is happening now in the Spirit. Think of the Apostle Peter, imprisoned between guards, chained and surrounded by iron gates. The world thought his story was over. But in the night, I sent my angel, and the chains fell from his wrists. The iron doors opened by themselves, and Peter walked into freedom. This is what I will do for your son. The chains are breaking, and the door that was sealed is swinging wide open. Do not measure the door by what your eyes can see. It may not look like opportunity. It may not resemble the answer you expected. But when I open it, you will know by the peace, by the clarity, and by the undeniable presence of my Spirit that it was I who opened it. Some of you are standing before doors of financial blessing that have long been closed. For years, you prayed for relief, for provision, for breakthrough, but the enemy blocked the way. Now I say, those doors are opening. Unexpected provision is being released, debts will be canceled, opportunities for income and stability will be placed before your son, and the household will see my abundance. Some of you are standing before doors of healing that seemed sealed. Doctors gave no hope. Voices declared defeat, but I am the God who heals. That door will open, and strength will return to the body, peace will return to the mind, and joy will return to the heart. Some of you are standing before doors of relationships that seemed impossible to mend. Years of silence, conflict, distance, or misunderstanding have kept them closed. But watch, for I am turning the key. I am softening hearts. I am restoring what was broken. I am uniting what was divided. Your son will walk through doors he never imagined. Paths that were hidden will suddenly appear. What was impossible will suddenly be possible. The closed door is not the end. It was only waiting for my timing. And my timing is now. I tell you this, when the door opens, step through it with boldness. Do not hesitate. Do not fear. Do not second guess. For when I open a door, it is not for you to stand outside wondering. It is for you to enter in faith. The miracle requires your agreement. The blessing requires your courage. The breakthrough requires your yes. So tonight, prepare your heart. Prepare your faith. For tomorrow, the door that was sealed will be open. And when you see it, you will know beyond all doubt that it was I, the Lord your God, who opened it for your son. Now I ask you, my beloved, to respond to this word. Seal it with your declaration of faith. Write in the comments right now, the closed door for my son will open by God's power. Let the heavens see your faith. Let the enemy tremble at your confession. Let the world know you are aligned with my promise. Do not hesitate. Speak it, declare it, believe it. For I have already turned the key, and the door is opening before your son. My beloved child, hear me with trembling reverence. Tonight I speak to you of chains. Chains that have bound your son, chains that have weighed him down, chains that have kept him from walking fully into the destiny I designed for him. These are not chains of iron or steel. These are invisible chains, forged in the unseen realm. Chains of fear, chains of oppression, chains of confusion, chains of sin, chains of generational burdens that the enemy has tried to wrap around his soul. From the moment your son was born, the adversary marked him as a target. He saw the light I placed within him and feared what that light would become if it was allowed to shine. So the enemy sought to bind him early, to trap him with lies, to enslave him with cycles of defeat, to make him believe that he would never be free. But hear my word. I am the Lord who breaks chains. I am the deliverer who sets captives free. I am the one who stretches out his mighty hand, and the bonds of the enemy shatter like dust before the wind. Do you not remember the story of Paul and Silas in the prison? At midnight, they lifted their voices in prayer and praise, and the earth shook. The chains fell, the prison doors swung open, and every captive was set free. That was not mere history, it is prophecy. For tonight, as you hear my words, the chains upon your son are breaking. The chains of fear are breaking. The chains of addiction are breaking. The chains of failure are breaking. The chains of sickness are breaking. The chains of depression are breaking. The chains of confusion are breaking. The chains of rejection are breaking. The chains of generational curses are breaking. For I declare in Isaiah 10:27, the yoke shall be destroyed because of the anointing. And I say to you now, the anointing is flowing upon your son's life. Every yoke is being destroyed. Every shackle is being shattered. Every spiritual chain is being cut away by the fire of my Spirit. The enemy has tried to convince you that these chains were unbreakable, that your son would always carry these burdens, that he could never be free. But the enemy is a liar, for the Son of God came for this very reason, to destroy the works of the devil. And as it is written in John 8:36, so if the Son sets you free, you will be free indeed. Your son shall be free indeed. I know the battles you have fought in prayer. I have heard the nights you cried for his deliverance. I saw when you laid your hands on him and whispered my name with tears streaming down your face. Those prayers were not in vain. Those cries did not fall on deaf ears. Every plea has been stored in heaven, and tonight the answer is released. Your son will no longer be bound by the chains of his past. He will not be defined by the mistakes of yesterday. He will not be shackled by the labels of others. He will rise with new strength. He will walk with new courage. He will live with new purpose. For my Spirit will rest upon him, and every chain the enemy tried to fasten will lie broken at his feet. Do not fear the manifestations of this deliverance. Sometimes when chains break, the enemy stirs with violence, trying to resist his defeat. But do not be afraid. His power has been stripped. His grip has been broken. His authority has been canceled by the blood of the Lamb. Even as you hear these words, angels are moving in your home. They are cutting spiritual cords that have bound your son. They are standing guard, ensuring that the enemy cannot return with the same snares. For when I deliver completely. This is not temporary freedom. It is eternal. This is not a partial release. It is full victory. This is not a small shift. It is a total transformation. And tomorrow morning, you will begin to see the signs of this deliverance. Watch closely. You may notice a lightness in his spirit, a new peace in his heart, a shift in his words, a change in his behavior. It may seem subtle at first, but it is the evidence that the chains have been broken. My beloved child, I ask you now to act in faith. Do not merely listen, respond. Seal this word with your declaration. Write in the comments right now. The chains over my son are broken in the name of Jesus. Let the heavens see your faith. Let the enemy hear your boldness. Let this moment be marked not only by my word, but also by your agreement. For I tell you this, the chains are gone. The yoke is destroyed, your son is free, and whom I set free shall never be bound again. My beloved child, open the ears of your spirit, for I am about to reveal a mystery that many overlook. Before I release a miracle upon the earth, I always send signs from heaven. I do nothing without announcing it first to those who seek me with a pure heart. These signs are not coincidences. They are not random occurrences. They are messages, divine signals sent ahead to prepare you for what I am about to manifest in your son's life. Do you not remember the star that appeared in the sky before the birth of my son Jesus? That star was a sign, a heavenly marker that announced the greatest miracle of all. Do you not recall the rainbow I placed in the sky after the flood in Noah's time? That was a sign of my covenant, a reminder that I would never again destroy the earth with waters. Do you not remember the burning bush that Moses saw, which did not consume itself? That was a sign of my presence and my call. My beloved, I am still the same God. I still send signs before I perform wonders, and I am about to send signs to you to show you that your son's miracle is already in motion. Some of you will notice unusual peace settling over your home. This peace is not ordinary. It is the peace that surpasses all understanding, the peace that testifies that I am near. Others will begin to hear words of confirmation from unexpected places, a sermon, a conversation, a scripture, even a stranger's comment, all aligning with the promise I have given you. Pay attention, for nothing will be random in this season. Some will see numbers and patterns that repeat themselves. Others will dream dreams in the night, vivid and undeniable, pointing directly to the destiny of your son. Some will notice sudden breakthroughs in areas that were stagnant for years, small but undeniable signs that the floodgates are beginning to open. Even nature itself may testify. A sudden shift in the weather, an unusual calm, a light that pierces your heart in the morning. Do not dismiss these things as chance. I am speaking. My creation always declares my glory. Remember the words of Joel 2:30. I will show wonders in the heavens and on the earth, blood and fire and billows of smoke. And remember also what I spoke in Acts 2:19. I will show wonders in the heaven above and signs on the earth below. The heavens and the earth testify before I act. These signs are not sent to confuse you. They are sent to strengthen your faith. When you see them, you will know that your prayers have reached heaven, that your tears have been seen, that your intercession for your son has not been ignored. Every sign is a whisper of my voice saying, hold on, the miracle is closer than you think. But beware, my child, the enemy will also try to mimic signs, to create distractions, to sow doubt. He will try to convince you that nothing has meaning, that what you see is coincidence. Do not be deceived. My signs carry peace. My signs align with my word. My signs draw you closer to me. The enemy's counterfeit brings confusion, fear, and distraction. Test every sign with my spirit, and you will discern the truth. When the signs appear, rejoice. Rejoice, for it means the heavens are moving. Rejoice, for it means the angels are already dispatched. Rejoice, for it means that the time of waiting is over, and the time of manifestation has arrived. Do not remain silent when the signs come. Testify, speak, declare it. Tell others, this is the sign the Lord gave me. For your testimony becomes the seed that multiplies the miracle. I say to you now, in the coming hours and days, watch carefully, be alert, keep your spirit awake. For I will not only send one sign, I will send several, so that you will have no doubt that I, the Lord your God, am the one who is moving. And tomorrow morning, one of those signs will appear, and it will be undeniable proof that your son's miracle has begun. Now, my beloved child, I call you to respond in faith. Do not let this word pass by without action. Write in the comments these words, Lord, I believe you are sending signs before my son's miracle. Let it be written. Let it be declared. Let it echo in the unseen realm. For those who believe, the signs will not be hidden. They will be clear. They will be radiant. They will be undeniable. And when they come, lift up your hands and rejoice, for your son's deliverance, restoration, and destiny are at hand. The prayer of the parent that reached heaven. My beloved child, listen to me with your whole heart, for what I am about to reveal is not ordinary. This is not a common word. It is sacred. The prayers you have lifted for your son have not been ignored. Every cry, every whisper, every tear you shed in secret was heard in the courts of heaven. I, the Lord your God, have kept record of your petitions. And tonight, I tell you, your prayer has reached me, and I am responding. From the beginning of time, I have honored the cries of parents who intercede for their children. I heard Hannah when she wept in the temple, begging for a son, and I gave her Samuel. I heard Jairus when he pleaded for his dying daughter, and I raised her from her deathbed. I heard the Canaanite mother when she cried out for her tormented daughter, and I delivered her. And now I have heard you. You thought your prayers were small. You thought they were weak. You thought they went unnoticed. But I tell you this, every prayer that left your lips rose like incense before my throne. Every time you whispered my name in the night, I turned my ear to you. Every time you laid your hand on your son and prayed in faith, angels were dispatched to stand guard over him. Even when you felt like giving up, when you thought your prayers were wasted, I was still working. For your persistence, your tears, and your faith have moved my heart. I have been silent for a time, not because I was absent, but because I was aligning everything for the right moment. And now, that moment is here. I say to you, your prayer has unlocked the gates of heaven. Your intercession has called forth my power, and tomorrow morning, you will begin to see the manifestation of what you asked me for. Do you not know the weight of a parent's prayer? The enemy trembles when a father or mother cries out to me on behalf of their child. For that cry carries covenant. That cry carries sacrifice. That cry carries love. And I, the Lord, honor such prayers with special attention. I have seen you praying when others mocked you. I have seen you fasting when no one else knew. I have seen you speaking life over your son when circumstances screamed death. And I tell you now, none of it was in vain. Not one prayer was wasted. Your prayers have built a wall of fire around your son. They have invited my angels into his journey. They have turned away accidents, sickness, enemies, and unseen danger. And now they are pulling his destiny into alignment with my will. I am answering you in a way that will exceed your expectation. For Ephesians 3:20 declares, "Now to him who is able to do immeasurably more than all we ask or imagine, according to his power that is at work within us. And I, the Lord, will do more for your son than you ever imagined possible." Soon, you will testify not only that I heard your prayer, but that I answered it with power. Others will see and know that this was my doing, for the miracle will be undeniable. But now, I ask you to do something. I ask you to declare your faith openly. Do not hide it. Do not keep it silent. If you truly believe that your prayer has reached my throne, then write in the comments these words: "God has heard my prayer for my son." Let your faith be recorded. Let it be spoken into the atmosphere. And if this word has touched your heart, if you feel the weight of my spirit confirming it within you, then I call you to respond with gratitude and with faith. Show your love and your trust in what I am about to do. Press the super thanks and release a seed of $100 as a prophetic act. Not because I need your money, but because your giving is a reflection of your faith. Your gift becomes a testimony, a declaration that you believe in the miracle I am releasing. Remember the widow who gave her 2 small coins. I honored her offering above all others. Remember the boy who gave 5 loaves and 2 fish. It fed thousands. Your act of faith will not go unnoticed. Your gratitude will not be ignored. When you sow, you align your heart with my abundance. When you give, you declare that you trust me to provide. When you support this message, You not only bless others who will hear it, but you also activate a harvest for your own household. So declare your faith, write your testimony, sow your seed, and watch as the heavens respond. For the prayer of the parent has reached me, and the answer has already been released. My beloved child, hear me clearly. Not every battle your son has faced came from his own mistakes, and not every obstacle was placed by chance. Many of the struggles, many of the delays, many of the sudden storms that came against his path were the result of envy, jealousy, and the evil eye raised against him. For the enemy uses hearts poisoned with jealousy to launch arrows of darkness. But I am the Lord your God, and tonight I reveal to you this truth. I have seen every evil glance, every jealous word, every hidden curse spoken in secret against your son. I have seen the envy of those who smiled in his presence but wished for his fall behind his back. I have seen the bitterness of those who despised his light, his calling, his potential. They thought no one saw them, but I saw them. I heard every whisper, and I am the God who defends. Jealousy is a fire that consumes the envious, and envy is the root of many schemes of the enemy. But I remind you of what is written in Isaiah 54:17. No weapon formed against you shall prosper, and every tongue which rises against you in judgment, you shall condemn. This is the heritage of the servants of the Lord, and their righteousness is from me, declares the Lord. Every evil word spoken over your son, I cancel it. Every curse whispered in secret, I break it. Every eye that stared with envy, hoping for his downfall, I blind it with my light. Every scheme of the enemy formed in jealousy, I destroy it by my fire. Your son has been surrounded by invisible battles. At times, doors closed not because of his weakness, but because of envy that tried to block him. At times, relationships soured not because of his fault, but because of jealousy. At times, sudden setbacks appeared without explanation. These were arrows of the evil eye. But hear me, those arrows have reached their end. I am placing a shield of fire around your son. I am clothing him with my armor. I am sending angels with flaming swords to guard his path. Every time the evil eye tries to glance upon him, it will see instead my glory, and it will turn away powerless. Every time envy rises, it will fall under the weight of my blessing. The enemy hoped to use envy to silence your son's destiny. But what the enemy does not understand is this: envy does not kill my plans, it accelerates them. For the more men oppose, the more I reveal my power. The more they resist, the more I multiply, as I did with Joseph, whose brothers envied him and tried to destroy him. Yet I raised him above them all. I will do with your son. No curse will rest upon him, no jealousy will stop him, no evil eye will harm him. For I, the Lord, am his protector. Tomorrow morning, watch closely, for I will give you a sign of protection. Something will happen that will make you realize my hand has shielded your son. A situation that could have harmed him will turn for good. A word of accusation will be silenced. A sudden peace will fall where conflict tried to rise. That will be your confirmation. The evil eye has been broken, and my shield is upon him. My beloved child, I ask you now to declare this truth with faith. Write in the comments these words: no envy, no curse, no evil eye shall touch my son, for God protects him. Let this be your declaration. Let it echo in the spiritual realm. Let it silence every jealous tongue and blind every envious eye. And if this word has pierced your heart, if you feel my spirit confirming it to you, then I call you to seal it with gratitude and faith. Press the super thanks and release $100 as a prophetic seed. Do it not as a purchase, for my blessings cannot be bought, but as an act of faith, as a testimony that you believe I am the one protecting your son. Remember my word in Proverbs 18:16. A gift opens the way and ushers the giver into the presence of the great. Your gift of gratitude will open doors of honor for your son. Your seed of faith will testify that you trust in my protection. Your act will rise as a fragrance before me, and I will bless the work of your hands. So declare it, write it, sow it. For I am the God who breaks curses, who silences envy, who blinds the evil eye, and who raises my children above every scheme of darkness. Your son is safe under my wings, and no power of hell, no envy of man, and no curse of the enemy shall touch him. My beloved child, listen carefully, for I am about to release a word that will not only affect your son, but will overflow into your entire household. I am the Lord who blesses, and when I bless, I do not bless one alone. I bless the family, the generations, and the legacy. Tonight, I declare to you, the prosperity of your family is at hand. For too long, the enemy has attacked your household in the area of provision. He has tried to limit your resources, to dry up your streams, to create cycles of lack and insufficiency. He has whispered lies of poverty, convinced some of you that struggle is your portion, that scarcity is normal, that survival is all you can expect. But hear me, that is not my will. I am not the God of barely enough. I am the God of abundance, the God of overflow, the God of more than enough. As it is written in Deuteronomy 28:11-12, the Lord will grant you abundant prosperity in the fruit of your womb, the young of your livestock, and the crops of your ground, in the land he swore to your ancestors to give you. The Lord will open the heavens, the storehouse of his bounty, to send rain on your land in season, and to bless all the work of your hands. You will lend to many nations, but will borrow from none. My beloved, this is my covenant with those who trust me. I have seen the sacrifices you have made. I have seen you give from what little you had. I have seen you choose to trust me when your pockets were empty, but your heart was full of faith. I have seen you feed others when you yourself lacked. And now I say to you, the season of scarcity is ending. The season of abundance is beginning. I am opening new streams of provision for your household. Unexpected opportunities are coming. Financial doors you did not see, sources of income you never imagined, favor with people of influence, ideas and strategies that will prosper. For I am not only blessing your son, I am blessing your house. The enemy has tried to convince you that prosperity is not spiritual. He has lied, saying that you must accept lack as holy. But I say to you, it is not holy for your family to live in despair. It is not holy for your son to struggle endlessly. It is not holy for your household to be chained by debt. I am Jehovah Jireh, your provider. I take pleasure in blessing my children. Your son's future will not be marked by lack, but by provision. He will not inherit poverty, but prosperity. He will not carry forward chains of insufficiency, but a mantle of abundance. The blessings I pour over him will overflow to his children and his children's children. I will bless your home. I will bless your table. I will bless the work of your hands. I will bless your coming and your going. I will bless your storehouse. I will bless your relationships. I will bless the generations that come after you. Remember what I promised in Malachi 3:10. Bring the whole tithe into the storehouse, that there may be food in my house. Test me in this, says the Lord Almighty, and see if I will not throw open the floodgates of heaven and pour out so much blessing that there will not be room enough to store it. My child, the floodgates are opening. Prepare yourself. Make room, for the blessings that are coming will overflow. But do not forget, prosperity is not only material, it is also spiritual. I will prosper your son with wisdom, with strength, with discernment. I will prosper your family with peace, with unity, with joy that cannot be stolen. For true prosperity is the wholeness of my presence covering every part of your life. Tomorrow morning, you will see the first signs of prosperity manifest. It may come as unexpected provision, a new door opening, or a sudden release of favor. Do not dismiss it. It is the beginning of your family's new chapter. Now I call you to seal this word with faith. Do not allow it to pass you by. Write in the comments right now, "My family will prosper by the hand of God." Let it be written. Let it be declared. Let it echo in the spiritual realm. And for those who truly believe, I ask you to take a step of faith that will activate this promise. Show your gratitude, show your trust, and release a prophetic seed. Press the super thanks and sow $100 as a declaration that you believe my word, not as a payment for blessing, for my blessings are free, but as a seed of faith, a prophetic act that aligns your heart with my promise. Remember Isaac, who sowed in the time of famine, and in the same year reaped 100-fold, for I blessed him. Your act of faith will break the cycles of lack, silence the voice of the enemy, and usher in abundance for your son and for your household. Write it, declare it, sow it, for I am the Lord your God, and I have decreed your family will prosper. My beloved child, I have seen your tears. Not one has fallen to the ground unnoticed. Not one has been forgotten. Every drop of sorrow that fell from your eyes has been collected in my bottle, and every cry of your heart has reached my throne. You thought you were alone in those moments of weeping, but I was beside you. I was there when you prayed in silence. I was there when you laid your head on the pillow, overwhelmed by worry for your son. I was there when you hid your tears from others, pretending to be strong while your soul felt crushed. Do you not remember my word in Psalm 56:8? You have collected all my tears in your bottle. You have recorded each one in your book. Yes, my beloved, every tear has been written in heaven's record. And tonight, I tell you, the time of tears is ending, and the season of joy is beginning. The enemy thought that sorrow would destroy you. He hoped that the endless cycle of pain, disappointment, and heartbreak would steal your faith and silence your prayers. But what he did not understand is that tears are not wasted in my kingdom. Tears are seeds, and when they are sown in faith, they bring forth a harvest of joy. It is written in Psalm 35, "Weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning." Your night of sorrow has been long, but the dawn of joy is breaking. Tomorrow morning will not be like the mornings before. Tomorrow morning carries the fragrance of laughter, the sound of rejoicing, and the promise of new beginnings. I will turn your mourning into dancing. I will clothe you with gladness. I will lift the heaviness from your heart and replace it with peace. The son you wept for will be the son you rejoice over. The child you prayed for with tears will be the testimony that fills your mouth with praise. Every tear of pain will become a smile of victory. Every tear of loss will become a smile of restoration. Every tear of fear will become a smile of peace. Every tear of despair will become a smile of hope. For I am the God who transforms sorrow into joy, ashes into beauty, brokenness into wholeness. Think of Sarah, who wept in the silence of barrenness, mocked by others. Did I not fill her mouth with laughter when I gave her Isaac? Think of Hannah, who wept bitterly at the altar. Did I not give her Samuel, who became a prophet to the nations? Think of Mary Magdalene, who wept at the tomb. Did I not appear to her alive, turning her tears into the greatest joy of all? I am the same God, and I will do the same for you. Your tears have watered the ground of faith, and now the harvest of joy is coming. The smile that has been delayed will soon appear on your face. The laughter that was stolen will soon return to your home. The peace that seemed far away will soon flood your heart. And your son, he will be the cause of many smiles. The very one you wept over will be the one who testifies of my goodness. The very child you thought would not rise will stand in strength. The very destiny you thought delayed forever will unfold in power. The same lips that caused you sorrow will bring you joy. The same eyes that made you weep will shine with light. Tomorrow morning, expect the beginning of this transformation. Watch for the shift. Listen for the word. Pay attention to the small sign, for it will be the seed of joy that I have promised. But my beloved, I ask you now to seal this word with faith. Do not remain silent. If you believe I am turning your tears into smiles, write it boldly in the comments. God is turning my tears into smiles. Let this be your declaration. Let it echo before heaven. Let it shame the enemy who tried to drown you in sorrow. And for those who truly receive this promise, I ask you to step into an act of gratitude. Sow into this word with faith. Press the super thanks and release $100 as a prophetic seed. Not because you can buy joy, for joy is my gift, but because your gratitude opens the windows of heaven. Your act of faith says, Lord, I trust you. Lord, I believe you. Lord, I receive this promise for my son and my family. Remember the widow who cried, but gave her last oil, and I multiplied it until her jars overflowed. Remember the disciples who gave 5 loaves and 2 fish, and I turned them into abundance. What you release in faith, I multiply in joy. So declare it, write it, sow it. For your season of tears is ending, and your season of smiles is beginning. Tomorrow morning, the first ray of light will carry with it the sound of your victory. For I, the Lord, have spoken, and I will do it. My beloved child, hear this. What I am about to do in the life of your son will not remain hidden. It will not be a secret miracle, confined only to your household. No, the miracle I am releasing will become a testimony that will shine like a beacon of light, drawing multitudes to my presence. From the beginning, I ordained your son not only to live, not only to survive, but to testify. His story carries weight in heaven. His journey carries authority in the spiritual realm. The trials he has endured, the tears you have shed, the prayers you have lifted, all of these will come together as a powerful testimony that will not only bless your family, but also inspire and transform the lives of others. Do you not know what is written in Revelation 12:11? And they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony, and they loved not their lives unto the death. Yes, my child, testimonies carry power. They break chains. They silence the enemy. They ignite faith in others who are weary. And your son's testimony will carry such power. The enemy tried to silence him because he knew this. He tried to chain him because he feared this. He tried to bury his destiny because he trembled at the thought of what your son's testimony would accomplish. But what the enemy feared most will now be released, for I have decreed it. Your son's victory will not be small. It will not be hidden. It will be undeniable, and those who mocked, those who doubted, those who envied, those who cursed, will stand in awe when they see what I have done. And many who do not yet believe will believe because of his testimony. Just as Lazarus was raised from the dead, and his very existence became a testimony so powerful that the leaders of darkness wanted to kill him again, so will your son's restoration be. His transformation will be living proof that I am God, and none can stand against me. The testimony of your son will open doors for others. His story will break the fear in other parents. His healing will inspire others to trust me. His prosperity will encourage others to believe in my abundance. His deliverance will give courage to those still bound. You will not only rejoice, you will proclaim. You will speak of what I have done. And as you testify, I will multiply the miracle. For testimonies do not end with one. They ripple outward, touching lives you do not even see. Do you not remember the Samaritan woman? She encountered me at the well, and her testimony brought her entire town to hear my word. Do you not remember the man set free from a legion of demons? He wanted to follow me, but I told him to go and tell his people, and his testimony shook entire regions. The same will be true for your son. His story will not end in shame. It will proclaim my glory. Prepare yourself, my beloved, for I am about to make your household a testimony. You will see people drawn to you, asking, "How did this happen? How did God do this?" And you will say, "It was the Lord. It was His hand. It was His mercy." And their hearts will turn toward me. Tomorrow morning will be the beginning of this testimony. Watch closely. A word, a breakthrough, a sign will mark the start of the story that will one day be told to many. Now, my beloved child, I call you to act in faith. Do not let this word pass by silently. Write in the comments these words: "My son's miracle will become a testimony for multitudes." Declare it so that the enemy knows he has failed and so that heaven records your faith. And for those who truly believe, I invite you to honor this word with an act of faith. Press the super thanks and sow $100 as a prophetic seed of testimony. Do it not for the amount, but for the meaning. For your offering will say, "Lord, I believe my family will not only be blessed, but will bless others." Remember what is written in Psalm 126, 5-6. Those who sow with tears will reap with songs of joy. Those who go out weeping, carrying seed to sow, will return with songs of joy, carrying sheaves with them. Your seed of faith today will return as a harvest of testimony tomorrow. So write it, declare it, sow it. For the miracle that is coming for your son will not only change your life, it will change lives beyond your imagination. His story will echo my glory to multitudes, and no one will be able to deny that it was I, the Lord your God, who did it. My beloved child, I am the Lord, and my words never return empty. When I speak, it is done. When I promise, it is fulfilled. The enemy may resist, men may doubt, but my word stands forever. The prophetic word I have released over your son will not fail. It will not be delayed any longer. I am moving now. Every obstacle is crumbling. Every chain is breaking. Every closed door is opening. What I declared will come to pass. As it is written in Isaiah 55:11, so is my word that goes out from my mouth. It will not return to me empty, but will accomplish what I desire and achieve the purpose for which I sent it. Stand firm in faith. Do not waver. Believe that what I spoke will manifest, for tomorrow you will see the beginning of the fulfillment. This prophetic word will mark your son's destiny, and nothing in heaven or on earth can stop it. Now, my beloved, I ask you to take action in faith. Declare it in the comments. God's word over my son cannot fail. Let this be your testimony, your agreement with heaven. And if this message touched your spirit, I ask you to do something more. Subscribe now to this channel. Be part of this movement of faith. Your subscription is not just a click. It is a declaration that you stand with the Word of God. Help this channel reach the goal of 100,000 subscribers so that more lives, more families, and more children can receive these prophetic messages. Do not leave without subscribing. Share this message. Invite others, for together we will spread my word to the nations. My beloved child, the night of sorrow is ending, and the morning of victory is rising. As the sun breaks forth, so too will the miracle unfold in your son's life. The darkness that surrounded him will lift, the chains that bound him will fall, and the destiny I have spoken over him will shine like the morning light. This is not a distant hope, it is near. By tomorrow morning you will begin to see the evidence. A shift, a sign, a breakthrough will testify that I, the Lord your God, have moved. What once seemed impossible will now be possible. What was delayed will be accelerated. What was broken will be restored. The morning of victory is not only for your son, it is for your family. Your household will rejoice, your heart will be at peace, and your testimony will overflow. As it is written in Psalm 118:24, "This is the day the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it." This is the day of your victory. Now I ask you to seal this word with faith. Write in the comments, "This is the morning of my victory." Let the world, the heavens, and the enemy see that you believe my word. And do not leave this message without taking a step of action. Subscribe now to this channel. Be part of what I am doing. With your subscription, we will reach 100,000 subscribers, and together we will carry these words of life, healing, and prophecy to countless other families. Share this video with someone who needs hope. Invite them to join this movement of faith. The morning of victory has come. Do not stay silent. Declare it, share it, and stand with me. For what I have spoken, I will surely do.